broccoli, sir.
Hello viewers and listeners out there. It's another blessed, beautiful, wonderful day on the Corner Radio. And your mid-morning show can't be better with our DJ Roof G on the Corner Radio from the hour of 10 to 11 a.m. But you know how we're going down every Thursday, sir. We take you back to the days when mommy was a girl and daddy was a boy. Corner Radio, we are always the people's favorite. Radio. Hello viewers and listeners out there. It's another blessed, beautiful, wonderful day on the Corner Radio. And your mid-morning show can't be better with our DJ Roof G on the Corner Radio from the hour of 10 to 11 a.m. But you know how we're going down every Thursday, sir. We take you back to the days when mommy was a girl and daddy was a boy. Corner Radio, we are always the people's favorite.
Yo, you're listening to the truth. GDF in the building, we're rocking with DJ Roof G.
Hello guys, this is your girl B girl. You're listening to DJ
Yo,
Roof
Ghana
G.
fans, this is your boy Awal Man, and I'm locked on with DJ Roof G.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your DJ, Roof
Corner
G.
Radio.
Chicken lady, cut to my kitty, alphabet, outfit the near chicken lady, cut to my kitty, alphabet, outfit the near chicken lady.
Corner
Jah look at us. Selassie, I bless her. Blessed. Send. We go to the and go give thanks and pray. If you born again, youth, give thanks. The rest you give thanks. Yo. Right. Billions in the hospital, billions in the graveyard. Them can't talk, them can't. ISIS to the Father above the earth, and the depth of heaven. Every now and then, Selassie. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Christian world give thanks and praise. If nobody world give praise, if the Rastafarian was Selassie, then give thanks and praise. If still give. Give thanks and praise. Give thanks and me prayer to the Lord. Sing some praise while me raise me hands up, yo. After that, me walk to me. Teach them the good, tell them the truth. Bad man fi wise up here. Selassie I can't done. Prophet can't done. Can't done. Jah love can't done. Would give thanks and praise. Youth in the Islam world give thanks. If the Buddhists personally still give thanks. Muslims in submission to him. These are those who believe in it. None reject our verses except the Allahu Akbar. Never pollute. Them promote a pure extremity. Contradict Islam. Promote a pure extremity. Turn Islam against Christ. We are one people. The Muslim and the Christian and the Jews and the Buddhist Rastafari. God you for the God mind people who never want Abraham, remember I good Islam again. Pollute Islam. Islam. Promote a pure peace be unto you and bring It's a black man philosophy. Come in, I go here, no white man philosophy. See, live in peace with everybody. The prophet never leave us alone, say, tolerate other fear. Never pollute Islam, contradict Islam. Them promote a pure extremism, turn Islam against Rasta. What a disaster. Never pollute Islam, contradict Islam. Promote a pure extremism, turn Islam against Christian. In a this Christian. It's not for me to judge another man's life. I must judge my own life. The highest result of education is tolerance. There is only one truth, and that truth is God is one and loves unity. Honor a believer for his religion. Now let me give you this from my
Ghana fans, this is your boy Wild Man, and I'm locked on with DJ Ruby. Yo, keep it locked for me.
Mutual
Straight.
respect and tolerance of the devotees of the different religions. Rastafari. We are one people, so we cut down division with me sequel. The Muslim and the Christian food is best. Give we be serious, mingle. DNA embedded the prophet Abraham. Remember Isaac and Ishmael.
Zakoli, Enzewe, Irada Madabu. Bismillah, 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 Bismillah. Allah loves me, a precious, generous, a jealous one, yeah. He's a God who gives sense. Our God who protects us from He's a God who never fails. He loves me and everybody, so don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. Don't worry, everything's alright. Don't worry, cause he's there. Never fail. Shine the love all the time. Slow my strength, mind for me. So about my power, go back for him that lives in me. To the valley in the shadow of death, no. You shall walk to the valley in the shadow of death, and I fear no evil. They want to put me under the, they want to conquer me. Now they try where he everything I do, Alubar, Alubarka. He's a God who never fails, never fails, never fails. God who never fails,
me was hey, by your bogo pain. Muhammadu, hey, idan mutum shi bola masu kuɗi ke zuwa shi sani wakan gaban soma. In ka bani ka kara dogon rai, barai komai banza ne. Money to do more things, if you can save your mommy in life. No get no be, cause money. Zama duniya kuma shaida hankuri Allah kawo mana kudi and so siya.
Hello viewers and listeners out there. It's another blessed, beautiful, wonderful day on the Corner Radio. And your mid-morning show can't be better without DJ Rook G on the Corner Radio from the hour of 10 to 11 a.m. But you know how we going down every Thursday, so we take you back to the days when mommy was a girl and daddy was a boy. Corner Radio, we are always the people's favorite.
Shi ke bayarwa ya kai kanka gobe ya kai kaina. Zama duniya zama duniya zama duniya sai a hankali. Zama duniya zama duniya zama duniya sai a hankali. Kwana a tashi duniya kwana nawa, dan waka tashi da safi ka gode ma Allah. Abokinka ya samu kai baka samu ba, kai dai kai komai da lokacinsa. A watan wani bai samu ya sha ba, amma ka tuna facewa Allah No matter days are yet to come, wouldn't you? Or no more, you know, I've been a momo. Zamadunia.
Allah. Kanan baki cik.
Gigigiza baya kaman gymnastic. Babu shakka ni ne naki. Ta dube ni sama da kasa ta yi swaki. Ta ce sama mi ka ja baya kaka bari ki haushi. Kun kanta mai da ni banza don yau na da shi. Ki tuna lokacin da muke rayuwa babu wani damuwa. Yau kice ba ki so na mai kudi kike son to walan ki ya fi na jaki. Ko fara kuma ya fada. Ta ce ba ta so na ba ta so na ba ta so na don ban da kudi. To ya zan yi ki. Ta ce ba ta so na ba ta so na ba ta so na.
Yo, Ghana fans, this is your boy Awalman, and I'm logged on with DJ Roof G. Yo, keep it locked for me, straight.
Na cikin mota na cin banana, na daure bandana, na cike molantana, ki zo ki zauna cikin mota, mu je restaurant, na kanta restaurant, ta ce mi za ta ci, ta ce tuwo. Fanta da coke da malt, someone cikin take son ta ce tana son Hausa. Son mai kyau shi wanda bai samu ba. Lale yau, lale. Ta ce ba ta so na ba ta so na ba ta so na don. Ta ce ba ta so na ba ta so na ba ta so na don ban da kudi to ya zan yi. Friction ke magana lokacin da nake yi da yariyan nan wallahi ina da kudi wallahi tana baya na kaman kaska amma da kudi ya so makarewa ya yi me yasa zan kike na aka don kudi kike so ko ba haka nan ba a da ki nufi wannan life wallahi wala ki ya kan da ni na fada ta ce ba ta sona na danna sonta ta ce ba ta sona na ce wayyo Allah ta ce ba ta sona na danna sonta ta ce ba ta sona na ce wayyo Allah ta ce ba ta sona ba ta sona ba ta sona don ban da kudi to ya zan yi ta ce ba ta sona ba ta sona ba ta sona Jamal La ilaha illallah La ilaha La ilaha illallah La ilaha illallah Allah shine malikin kowa da komai Allah shine malikin kowa da komai yana Jamalu baba sai ba sai ni ya Allah ya maulana ya Allah ka kara wa Jamalu baba sai domin karaba shegin na mulkulli yo da bon shegin Jamalu baba ya la ilaha illallah 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 Bago Allah shegi Madu baba Bago Allah shegi Madu baba Mutini kirki shegi Madu baba Jamalu baba sai rasa komai na idan ka gaishe Jamalu baba sai rasa komai na domin muna ta cika mini kafin zuciya na domin muna ta cika mini kafin zuciya na so muna yabon shegi Jamalu baba muna yabon shegi Jamalu baba yan faila la ilaha illallah La ilaha illallah La ilaha Al-Qur'ani a wannan rana kai bayanin komai kai bayanin komai ashegin mu Abdurrazaki ya zuta awaye ashegin mu Abdurrazaki ya zuta awaye Allah ya ji kan shegi Jamalu baba amin Allah ya ji kan shegi Jamalu baba amin uzo mu dawo ya bon shegin mu Jamalu baba uzo mu dawo ya bon shegi baba yan faila la ilaha Muhammadur Rasulullah la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah la ilaha Rasulullah la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah
amma komai na hannu Allah ka kara na wani na kaya gyara ka bata na wani na kaya bata mutum na son ya bata amma komai na hannu ce maza kama bakin ka da munafiki na hannu Allah idan mutum ya ce maka baka iya ka yi na hannu Allah ka ce maza kama bakin ka da munafiki na hannu Allah I look so speechless cause I can't talk. I feel like I'm the man in mirror. It's your boy VJ. We live in the peace, on yes to get a lovely in the vicinity. Love unity, understanding between ourselves is what we eat. I'm not a convict, looking for the best way of making money.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo.
On high score, tryna chew the bone with you, you break your jaw. But I can do it all by myself. Cause I got a car enjoy. Oh yeah, life is so hard. I look like the man in the mirror. Kagara na wani na kaya gyara, kamata na wani na kaya bata. Mutum na son ya bata, amma komai na Allah. Kagara na wani na kaya.
We make a gyara wani na kaya gyara kabata na wani na kaya bata. From the man Muhammad featuring Slim J with this one. We just heard something from the VVIP, the Money Lover, followed by the track from a brother from the same mother, TJ, way back in the days. This is how we've been doing every Thursday. We take you back in the days when the mommy was a girl and daddy was a boy. 37 minutes after the hour 10. We're sorry for the technical inconvenience. But I think a few minutes will be added to my time due to a technical problem. And today on our discussion with me in the studio is Strittlord GL. Strittlord.
Yeah.
What's up?
Cool.
As we're saying, today on our discussion, we're talking about how strong is our Islamic schools today. And back in the days when we were kids, whenever you are absent from Makranta at the Islamic schools, without any reason, you'll be there all of the sudden, and the seniors will come and pick you with force.
We call them the crews of the Arabic.
The crews of Arabic.
When they come on you, they are more than the armed forces itself. But when they come, they use force to carry you along.
Don't you think if you are still, experiencing this kind of discipline?
That's why I was telling you, we are now in a civilized system. Or in this 21st century, what we used to do back in the days, I don't think we can bring it back here, because nowadays everything has been modernized. And even if you look at the case of today, the more you are harsh on them, the more they become rude.
They become rude.
Yes.
That's true.
So the more you are harsh on them, the more they become rude. So if the Arabic is still going to go through the old system, it will be very difficult. Even look at school. When school that you see that they are very strict on caning and other stuff. When you go to those schools, you will not even meet students. Those you meet there are just few. And even the few there, you can see how arrogant they are. Because I feel like this 21st century, this is not where we have to boo children before they go to Arabic. We have to make Arabic very lively. Like, let's say private schools. You see the way they pamper the students, and that makes them learn more.
That's true.
Yes. So in the Arabic too, if we also adopt that pampering of our students in the Arabic, it will make Arabic much attractive, and they will all learn.
They will all learn.
Yes. Because when you wake up and you're going to Arabic and you feel like, oh, Charlie, if I go to Arabic and I'm not able to recite the way my malam will cane me, the fellow will not go to Arabic.
Will not go to school.
Yeah,
Arabic school.
He will not go. He will go elsewhere. And if we are also going to be bullying kids in Arabic schools like this, I'm not saying Arabic schools, some don't boo. Yes, in fact, some don't do it. But to those who do it, if we want people to learn our deen, then we need to make it a very attractive way. Let's look at our Christian brothers and sisters. Sunday schools. Have you ever seen anybody caning anybody in Sunday school? No. They don't cane them. When the students go to Sunday schools, they don't cane them.
So yeah, how do we make our Islamic schools attractive, especially to the youth?
What we have to do
the
is
youth of this era.
The bullying and stuff, we have to stop it. If I know for now, many Arabics are no more doing that, because I've seen some Malams who even play with their students. Back in the days, who dare you to play with your Malam?
Never.
Even when you see your Malam, you are
scared. In front of the Malam.
When we are going to Arabic, your heart is beating, because you know that as I'm going, when I'm not able to recite any Quran verse, they are going to bully me. When I'm late, I'm in trouble. Like, they don't even ask to see why I'm late.
Back in the days of Rashad Islamic School, Tolarwa, the water, and the rest.
Yeah. So if they want to make Arabic school attractive, then I think we should adopt what some of our Christian brothers are doing and sisters are doing in their Sunday schools, and even we should also adopt things from this our ordinary normal school we always attend. You can see the way the teachers create some rapport between them and the students, so the students are free to even share their problems. Okay. Let me say Arabic, maybe it's not my fault it's not my own making to be coming to Arabic late. Something is happening in the house. Because of the way my malam is, anything small cane, any small cane. I can't complain to my malam. I can't complain because I feel like if you complain, so you cane me.
You cane you.
So
and it's gonna be worse.
This way, how will I come to Arabic again?
your absence will be worse.
Yes, because I feel like it's not my making to come to Arabic late, and when I'm late too, I can't explain to anybody. So the best way is I'll start dodging the Arabic.
It's Cookie, the sound playing in the background by the man I wanna. Truth Lord, yeah, we are not stopping our children from going to the English schools and the rest. But this is a situation where our children will go to the English school from Monday to Friday.
Yes.
When it's Saturday for them to go to Islamic school, they will tell you they are going to extra classes.
You see, I always say one thing, like Arabic, yes, is something we all have to learn because it's part of our deen, and that's the only way we can transfer the deen into the young ones. By them going to Arabic to also learn something from it. All what I have to say is like some of our English schools also like have a break for we the Muslims so that we also have time for our religion, because nowadays we can see that our religion is like in a way fading off. Yes, because after school you go for classes again. Yes, 5 days you've attended.
5 days.
So
you attended school 5 days. Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday you have to go to Arabic.
Go to the Makranta.
Yes, because they can't prevent you like don't go to Sunday school. It's not
never.
Possible. Don't go to Sunday school, not possible. So if Saturday we the Muslims also use Saturday to teach our kids in the Arabic, that means the teachers also have to get that time to give them the Saturdays to go. And even the other aspect is from Monday to Friday. Still, let's sit down for extra classes, right?
Yes.
They do their extra classes. So when it's Saturday and Sunday, I think the school should also give the children a break, most especially the Muslim kids, to also go to Arabic and also go there to also learn our deen. Because nobody can block anybody from don't go to Sunday school.
Sunday school
is never possible. So they have to also get to know that Saturdays and Sunday Muslims also go to Arabic to learn their Arabic lessons.
That's true. Sweet Lord, this is also a situation by which some of our children, to the moment they step into the SHS and the tertiary, which means that's the end of their Arabic education.
You know, sometimes I always say, it's based on the kind of family you are. They've raised.
The parents too will take it normal.
Yes, it's based on the kind. That's why I say it's based on the kind of family maybe you've grown in. Because we have people who left home, and when they step in senior high school, I'm telling you, they believe in the thing. People left senior high school and they went there. I said they left home and they went to senior high school and they became what was the name? They became muazzins. They became big leaders in terms of the religious body in senior high school. So you living home and go there and when you get to school you change who you are. It's from the kind of moral lesson they taught you at home. Yes, what they've taught you at home, that's what you are exhibiting there.
Nice one from the man Jamal Baba in. Baba Jamal with this one. Allah Bamu. It's taking us 45 minutes after the hour 10. But due to the technical inconvenience, I think a few minutes will be added to our time. Praise Lord, let's look at this. Look at the way we dress our children to other schools. Very neat. But when it's time for the Islamic school, we dress them anyhow. Some of us with torn uniforms, slippers, and the rest. And all that. It's like we don't, respect the Islamic schools.
That's why I told you in the beginning, like everything, before they will respect you, based on the way you package yourself. We have some Islamic school that they respect them, they value them. That even if you see their kids going to school, you get to know that yes, this is really a very well constructed Islamic.
And do you think this will attract others to also join the Islamic school? If you don't dress our children need to the Islamic schools.
The dressing of the student or maybe the Islamic student is also based on the kind of Islamic school they attend. Because in Accra, I've seen a whole lot of Islamic schools that, if you see the way the kids even dress to school, you marvel. Very neat, iron, everything on point, and they are going to school. And we have some Islamic schools, those kind of things, they don't consider them. What they feel is, okay, Waba school, he has come to school, he didn't come to school, and those kind of stuff. If you want your Islamic school to be well valued, when you put up some strategies, everybody will value it. We have some Islamic school that people, even like Christians, wish their kids could have dressed that way to school. Yes, it's based on the way the Islamic school has packaged itself. You know, this world is all about how you present yourself out there.
out
when
there.
you present yourself out there in a very cute manner, people will look at you that way. And when you present yourself out there in a very rascal, or sorry to use that word, in a very bad way, the same way people will also see you. So for me, I don't blame the parents sometimes. I blame the school the children attend.
See the GK that J Tommy Cure from the man Ginger back in the days, has taken us to 47 minutes after the hour 10. Our discussion. How strong is our Islamic schools today? And with me in the studio is your man, your boy, Street Lord GH. At exactly 4 p.m. this evening, Street Lord, the Street Lord with the word Corner Vibe Show. Street Lord, and let's again look at the way some of us dress to mosque, the house of God. They dress to mosque, especially in some of our Zongo communities. You can see someone in a rough dress going to Juma.
One time I talk about this on one of our Islamic programs.
On Friday, in a rough dress going to Juma.
It seemed that was on Sunday. At that time, now Imam Abdulakim was here. Then I asked him such question. We have people who like they are doing works like fitters and those stuffs. Yes. But when they call for azan and it's Friday or anytime they call for azan, they feel just wear.
Whenever you talk, tell you God doesn't care about your dressing.
Yes, that's why they always say. But sometimes we also have to consider one thing. If you are going for a party,
but
you don't wear that kind of oil shirt to the party.
We just see your girlfriend, your boyfriend.
Some of them, when they even clothes from work, they don't even wear those kind of clothing home. But when it's time for prayer, they wear those kind of clothing to go and pray. So if you know that the work you are doing is a dirty work, why not getting a spare salab? When it's time for prayer, you wear your salab, go and perform your salat. So if God doesn't judge clothing, what about saints? God also said that when you go to this mosque, don't let maybe your order also make someone uncomfortable. And you are wearing a shirt, sorry to use mostly, I don't want to fitters and those stuff. You see them, the grease, the scent is not, or the order is not all that pleasant. Now you are wearing that kind of clothing. You are in the mosque. You are in the masjid. You are in safu with people. You see, people will never feel comfortable. And if you are praying,
forgetting you are going to stand in front of your Creator.
Yes, if you say you are worshiping God and God doesn't care about the clothing. Yes, God doesn't care about the clothing, but don't also let your worship also affect someone. Now you are wearing that kind of oil clothing. Oh, vampire! Someone is close to you. The fellow cannot even breathe. So you finish and you think God has accepted your prayer. No, we have to respect the house of God. If they say God doesn't care about the clothing we wear, doesn't mean that we should wear anything. And if God has given you the good clothes to wear and you don't wear them, God doesn't care about the clothes you wear when you don't have.
You don't have.
Not when you have.
When you have. You are right. Truth, Lord.
So I feel like that thing, we Muslims, we have to stop it. No one will wear oil shirts to church. We won't be that.
Never. They just need to their churches. But we did.
You must see my lawyer. This been a total cheat.
Fancy Gadam also with this one total cheat featuring Sharko here. As taking us to 15 minutes after the hour 10. Sweet Lord, apart from the teaching and the preaching the gospel in our Islamic schools, so what measures do you think our Islamic school leaders must put in place to create employment for the Arabic school students?
No, you see, one time like government was like also involved in this our Arabic school systems. That some of the Arabic school were even tend to become government schools that will teach both English and
Wow,
Arabic.
interesting.
And that was when we have like schools like if it's in Tamale, I can quite remember of some schools like Islamic, Sekafatu, and
In Tamale?
Yes.
Wow, interesting.
Yes, most of the Arabic schools were converted to be normal schools.
Wow.
They ran both Arabic and English.
Yeah.
And that one created employment for almost most of the scholars, those who have learned Arabic, and they were all teaching the students in the Arabic places. So I feel like yes, Arabic leaders, we still have to see the government so that thing that we started back in the days, we should go back to it again. And this one can also help in another way educate our kids on the English way and the Arabic way. And the most interesting part was the Arabic school I'm talking of. It was not only Muslims that were attending the school, even Christians were also attending the school. That's why I always tell you, it's based on how you package yourself. Yes, if you are an institution, the way you package yourself to the people out there, that's the way the people will also take you.
That was Francis Gadama. The one also in the background is they call it Layla back in the days. So discussing about the Islamic schools of today. How strong is our Islamic schools today? Yes, Lord, what are we doing as Islamic school leaders to make our Islamic school attractive, especially to the youth?
Okay,
of today?
For me, I think what we can do to make our Islamic schools attractive, one, we need to like create a very strong relationship between the teachers and the students, and the school too have to concern about the welfare of the students. You know, sometimes Islamic school, like when we close. It's not more or less like some of the private schools that even still when they close once in a while, the masters pass home to ask the parents how the children like behave at home and things. Islamic school, we also have to start to adopt those kind of things. When it's closing, or we should get a time that the malams will now move to the children's home to see how the kids normally do their things at home and stuff. And I think that one also make it more entertaining and more lively. And to the point too again, like our Islamic schools, they should also try to make things very attractive. Let's say Islamic school, no, it's not advisable. Yes, we should also make sure that the students also present themselves in a very neat way, so that everybody out there will also feel it like, oh, I need to also go to the Islamic school. Okay.
They want them for me. If you're down for they want you.
That was Layla with the sound play in the background. With me in the building is Street Lord GA. Today on what discussing is how strong is our Islamic schools today. 54 minutes after the hour 10. Without wasting much time, let's go for a short commercial break, and when we return is today on Corner Radio History and Record Zone is what one of the oldest mosques in the world. One of the oldest mosques in the world.
Then they talk about me, yeah. Then they talk about you too. They want them for me. Shy. Be feeling. Naganta no shankoshi, shankoshi. Naganta no shankoshi, yeah, nice girl gagoshi. Naganta no shankoshi, shankoshi. Naganta no shankoshi, yeah, nice girl gagoshi. Naganta na sota, nagira ta saya na bita. Na ce mata na sunta, ta ce samari kadakanta, kadakanta.
Hello viewers and listeners out there. It's another blessed, beautiful, wonderful day on the Corner Radio. And your mid-morning show can't be better without DJ Rook G on the Corner Radio from the hour of 10 to 11 a.m. But you know how we going down every Thursday, so we take you back to the days when mommy was a girl and daddy was a boy. Corner Radio, we are always the people's favorite. Welcome back from the breaker. And that was Ginger for you. And today on the Corner Radio Record and History and Record Zone, It's about the world. One of the oldest mosques in the world. The first mosque in the world was Kaaba, which was built by Abraham upon an order from God. The oldest Islamic built mosque in the Quba Mosque is the Quba Mosque. The oldest Islamic built mosque is the Quba Mosque in Medina. When Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam lived in Mecca, he viewed Kaaba as his first and principal mosque and performed our prayers there. Together with the followers, even during time when the pagan Arab performed their rituals inside the Kaaba. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam always held the Kaaba in very high esteem. The Meccan tribe of Quraysh, which was responsible for guarding Kaaba, attempted to exclude Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam followers from the sanctuary, which became a subject of Muslims' complete record in the Quran. When Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam conquered Mecca in 330, he converted Kaaba to a mosque, which has since become known as the Masjid al-Haram or Sacred Mosque. The Masjid al-Haram was significantly expanded and improved in the early centuries of the Islam in order to accommodate the increasing number of the Muslims who either live in the area or made the annual Hajj or pilgrimage to Mecca before it acquired its present shape. The first thing Muhammad did upon arriving with his followers near Medina, named after Yasrib, after the immigration from Mecca in 322, was built the Quba Mosque in a village outside Medina. Muslims believe he stayed at the Quba Mosque for 3 days before moving on to Medina. The Masjid al-Nabawi in Medina, as it exists today, just days after beginning work on the Quba Mosque, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went on to establish another mosque in Medina, known today as the Masjid al-Nabawi or the Prophet Mosque. The location of the mosque was declared as such after it honored Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam first Friday prayer. Following its establishment, the Masjid al-Nabawi continued to introduce some of the practices now considered common in today's mosque. For example, the azan or call for prayers was developed. The form still used in the mosques today. Without wasting much time, let's watch this video.
The first mosque of Islam here!
You are doing too much. Please, go and sit down. We'll do it. There's too much blood in a drum.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa Allah.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله